Hey everyone, this is going to be our second video in the Guitarist Toolkit, and today we're going to learn our first chord. It's going to be an E minor chord. So let's talk about the number of the strings. You have 6 strings on the guitar, and the numbers go from the floor up. So your first string would be the string closest to the floor, your second string right here, third, fourth, fifth, and your sixth string is the one closest to you up top. What we're going to do is we're going to put our first finger in the second fret of the 5th string. So that would be fret 1, 2 right here in this second box on the 5th string. And our middle finger is going to go on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Now what we're going to do is, I'm not going to use a pick for this because you're probably not using one yet, and that's fine. I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to hit one string at a time, almost like walking down steps. So as my thumb goes through, it's just enough force that kind of let gravity work with me that it's going to fall to the string below. And it should sound like that if your fingers are on correctly. So I have my first finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and my middle finger below it on the 2nd fret of the 4th string like this. Now, if you encounter any buzzing, it's just because you're not using the tips of your fingers. You might be flattening them out, and that's a really common problem for many beginners when they're just starting. The other thing I want to mention is where you play inside of the fret actually makes a difference. So in this case, we have 2 fingers inside of the same fret, right? They're both in the 2nd fret on the 5th and the 4th string. Well, your first finger is farther to the left, right? It has to be because you're not going to stack them on top. Ideally, we want them to be close to the fret. So if that's our first fret, that middle bar, and that second middle bar is our 2nd fret, if you play in front of the fret, so right to the left of it, it's a nice clear sound. If I were to move to the left, away from it, closer to the 1st fret, it's a little buzzy and it's kind of a dead note. So what happens is on any chord, the further you go to the left, the harder you're gonna have to press. So this is something that's pretty uncomfortable at first, but you'll definitely get used to applying that pressure, and you really want as little pressure as possible to actually create the note. So you shouldn't be squeezing the guitar like a vice grip to make this chord. It should be nice and easy. We put them on, and it will be hard at first. I'm not even gonna lie. It's not the easiest thing, but you will be able to get this chord for sure. And this is kind of our jumping off point to start learning our other open chords in the next videos. So this is our E minor chord. All right, great work. I'll see you in the next one.